The history of tomatoes dates back to ancient civilizations in Mexico and South America. The Aztecs were among the first to cultivate tomatoes, using the fruit for both culinary and medicinal purposes. The Aztecs referred to tomatoes as zicli, which means navel, likely due to the shape of the fruit. In the 16th century, Spanish explorers discovered tomatoes and brought them back to Europe. At first, tomatoes were primarily used as a decorative plant and as a spice, rather than as a food. This was due to the belief that the leaves and seeds of the tomato plant were poisonous. However, over time, people began to realize that tomatoes were safe to eat and their popularity as a food began to grow. During the 18th century, tomato cultivation began to spread throughout Europe, particularly in Italy and France. However, in England, tomatoes were still considered poisonous and were not widely eaten. It wasn't until the 19th century that tomatoes began to gain acceptance as a food in England as well. In the 19th century, tomatoes were also introduced to the United States, where they quickly became a popular crop. Today, tomatoes are one of the most widely cultivated and consumed vegetables in the world. They are used in a wide variety of dishes, including pizza, pasta, salads, and sauces. Tomatoes are also known for their nutritional benefits. They are high in vitamins A and C, and contain a compound called lycopene, which is a powerful antioxidant that has been linked to a reduced risk of certain types of cancer. Tomatoes are also an excellent source of potassium, which is important for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. In recent years, there has been an increasing interest in organic and genetically modified tomatoes. Organic tomatoes are grown without the use of synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, while GMO tomatoes have been genetically modified to resist certain pests and diseases. Both types of tomatoes have their own unique benefits and drawbacks, and the choice between them is often a matter of personal preference. Overall, the history of tomatoes is a fascinating one that spans centuries and continents. From its ancient origins in Mexico and South America to its current status as a beloved and versatile food crop, tomatoes have played a significant role in human history and continue to be an important part of our diet and culture today. Tomatoes are a round or oblong-shaped fruit that is typically red, but can also be yellow, orange, green, or even purple. They are typically 2 to 3 inches in diameter and weigh around 4 to 8 ounces. They have a smooth and glossy skin with a firm flesh, and a central core containing seeds. Tomatoes have a high water content, which makes them a good source of hydration. They are also low in calories. With an average of around 25 calories per 100 grams, they are a good source of vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin A, and vitamin E. They are also a good source of minerals such as potassium, manganese, and magnesium. Tomatoes contain a compound called lycopene, which is a powerful antioxidant that gives tomatoes their red color. Lycopene has been linked to a reduced risk of certain types of cancer, particularly prostate cancer. Tomatoes also contain other antioxidants, such as vitamin C and vitamin E, which help to protect the body against damage caused by free radicals. Tomatoes have a firm texture when they are ripe, but they can become overripe and become mushy. Overripe tomatoes have a higher acidity and less flavor than ripe ones. They are also more perishable than ripe tomatoes. In terms of taste, tomatoes can vary in flavor depending on the variety, the ripeness, and the growing conditions. Some tomatoes have a sweeter taste, while others have a more acidic or tangy flavor. In summary, tomatoes are a nutritious and delicious fruit that can be used in a wide variety of dishes. They are a good source of hydration, vitamins, and minerals, and contain antioxidants that help to protect the body against disease. They can vary in taste, texture, and color depending on the variety and ripeness. Growing tomatoes can be a rewarding and enjoyable experience for both experienced and novice gardeners. Tomatoes are a warm season crop and thrive in temperatures between 60 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. They require full sun and well-drained soil with a pH between 6.0 to 6.8. Before planting, it's important to prepare the soil by incorporating organic matter such as compost or aged manure. This will improve the soil's structure and fertility, helping the tomato plants to thrive. It's also a good idea to test the soil's pH level and adjust it accordingly. Tomatoes can be planted in a variety of ways, including from seed, seedlings, or transplants. For seedlings, it's best to start them indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date in your area. Transplants can also be purchased from a local nursery or garden center. When planting, be sure to space the plants about 2 to 3 feet apart and bury the stem of the plant deep in the soil, leaving only the top leaves exposed. This will encourage the plant to develop a strong root system. Tomatoes require regular watering, about 1 to 2 inches per week either through rainfall or supplemental irrigation. They should also be fertilized regularly, using a balanced fertilizer or a fertilizer specifically formulated for tomatoes. Tomatoes are susceptible to a variety of pests and diseases, including tomato hornworms, aphids, and blight. Regularly inspecting the plants and removing any damaged or diseased leaves can help prevent these issues from getting out of control. Growing tomatoes can also be done in a container or pots, which is a great option for small spaces or for those who want to have them on balconies or terraces. They are also great for those who have limited space or have poor soil quality. When planting in a container, it's important to use a high-quality potting mix and to provide proper drainage. In summary, growing tomatoes can be a fun and rewarding experience for gardeners of all levels. With proper care and attention, you can enjoy a bountiful harvest of delicious, healthy tomatoes. Tomatoes are a versatile and delicious ingredient that can be used in a wide variety of dishes. They are most commonly used in Italian and Mediterranean cuisine, but can be found in dishes from all around the world. One of the most popular uses of tomatoes is in pasta sauce. Tomatoes are a key ingredient in marinara sauce, which is a staple for spaghetti, lasagna, and other pasta dishes. They can be used fresh or canned, and can be blended with a variety of herbs and spices to create a delicious and flavorful sauce. Tomatoes are also a popular ingredient in salads. They can be sliced or diced and added to a variety of greens, including lettuce, arugula, and spinach. They can also be paired with other vegetables such as cucumbers, onions, and peppers. Tomatoes can also be used to make a variety of salad dressings, such as vinaigrettes, which are made by mixing olive oil and vinegar. Tomatoes are also a key ingredient in many soups, stews, and chili. They can be used to add flavor, color, and texture to these dishes. The most famous soup with tomato is gazpacho, a cold Spanish soup, made with tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and bread. Another popular use of tomatoes is in sandwiches. They can be sliced and added to sandwiches such as BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Hope to see you in the next video.